What's up, everybody? Um, sorry, I've been out doing a lot of um healing, uh, going through a lot of personal things, ups and downs. um, going through a lot of realizations. Um, trying my best to integrate things. Um, reground myself through a lot of these whirlwind of I guess you say life situations. I mean, coming into my life. Um, getting to the points where the depths of my dark moments of my life of relapsing to where I was, um, trying to survive suicide, you know, and to the point of rekindling an old relationship back in 2 days ago. I mean, 2 decades ago, 20 years, over 20 years ago. After after no year, 22 decades of no contact. Um, things worked well, but at the same time, a lot of unresolved things came up. We resolved it, but then at the same time, a lot of, I guess you say, trauma and things like that gets triggered, and I tend to spiral after that, trying to um, catch myself and unheal things that would sort of been resolved now, but it's the, I guess, the wounding and still there. But at the same time, I'm grateful for the reconnection, the healing, the closure. Even though I rarely ever get closure, I always find closure within myself. But at this point, I might actually receive closure and apologies and things like that. And also give also I was to apologize for myself for the connection, how it went, how it went. At the same time, do the connection with that, all the triggers and all that. I'm still glad that the connection that was able to bring out parts of me that's been dormant within me. Like the whole seeing, being. I want to be a photographer, cinematographer, see things like the eyes of the movies, um, writing again, writing poetry again. Um, yeah, and I want to share this with you guys too. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it's in my house. So this this journal that she got me was so badass and so thoughtful. Uh, yeah, that's my painting. So ignore the mess in my room. So la da da la da da. Here we are. She got me this like leather front tarot inspired diary. Okay, it's like UV coated, and all these pages in here are not made of paper. It's actually made of special material that is, I guess, best for the earth. It's pretty cool, pretty vintage, very unique. I'm glad that this company actually used creative things like that to that is biodegradable and I guess you could say uh, I guess you could say sustainable and very creative. Um, she brings out the artist in me, the inspiration back in me. And she wanna, and I'm grateful for that, for the connection. She brings out a part of me that I have forgotten, and things like that. Hopefully, I can use that inspiration towards my work, towards my purpose. Because lately, I've been feeling lost in my purpose. But the reason why I'm here sharing live now is because um, my true passion right now and purpose is helping kids. As you know, from the very beginning, I like to help kids that are terminally ill, the kids with special needs, um, and the abandoned, like the orphans, they're most vulnerable. So, and those who follow me know that I love music. I love all kinds of music. My passions are like, of course, love songs, electronic music, specifically house, trance, drum and bass. Um, those are my main electronic music styles I like, and R&B. But yeah. So this event I'm going with is called Everybody Glows. It is held in Shreveport, Louisiana, next Saturday, and this event is going to be for all ages. Okay, and not just this is for all ages, but it's me specifically tailored to and targeted for kids with special needs. Like myself, I'm deaf. I have a cochlear implant. So kids who are deaf or blind will have not only special lights who are those who are partially blind, but those who are completely blind and deaf. We have special vests, the haptic vests where music and things like that will vibrate on them, so they have that visceral experience. You can say, like me, I go by the energy. When I became deaf, uh, my I guess you can say my clairsentience ability was heightened. I feel things a lot more, especially vibrational, physical vibrations too, even energetic too. Sometimes I just feel things more than normal. So so yeah, and being the weird thing is too kind of paradox here too. When I became deaf, becoming deaf, certain parts of my hearing has amplified in a different way. Where like for example, certain sounds I hear at higher pitch, or during meditation, I hear I hear things a little differently. You know, so it feels kind of weird. It's like even though I lost the human hearing, I just feel like another type of hearing is enhanced. You know, that way, and that's where I guess let's say my clairaudient abilities and music was tapped in so hard with me. I resonate music so much because when you lose hearing, you appreciate you people take sound for granted. Music, voice, your children saying, "Daddy, I love you, I miss you." Those things, those little things, you're going to miss when you don't hear it. Take it for granted. You don't going deaf, not hearing that. You know, um, yeah, it's another layer of something you'll be missing. You know, so yeah, that's why I love music so much that I'm afraid to lose the hearing of music. That sometimes I have to memorize the songs, and sometimes I have to even do my own personal physical therapy by pronouncing the words more clearly, more crisply, so I don't forget the sounds, how to pronounce it, and how to, when I sound it out, I can feel the vibration. So I have a connection to help kids like that too, who suffer like how I suffered. You know, and maybe they're not even felt like they're being heard because they're deaf or seen or understood. So I like, and they I don't want to feel like they're losing their own light. Therefore, I'm glad to been I guess been invited by by a music organization that I'm affiliated with, and they that I'm deeply associated with, and one of the groups that I'm with asked me to not only to be part of them, to work with them, but also to do my readings over there. That honestly, I was just gonna go planning just to enjoy, not only join music, but also help volunteer, help kids, like maybe push people, kids with wheelchairs, help guide people who are blind, kids who are blind to the events. Maybe help on putting on the haptic vest things for the people, kids who are blind and deaf, things like that. And just volunteering, doing my work that I'm happy to do. But also having the opportunity to read there. Um, so I'm able to do both what I enjoy doing, and then helping kids too, where I can feel like I can fully shine and not only fully do my light work. I feel happy and grateful. I didn't those who know me really personally, who worked with me personally, know that I've been trying to manifest this for a long time to not only read at a music festival, um, but be a part of it, and like people who works behind the scenes to make things happen. So I was afraid like how I'm gonna get the money and the resources, the how, the when, the who, but then thanks to Serafina Jade from her from the channel The Illusionary Self. Shout out to you. I love you, Christine. Thank you for your work. Thank you for working with me. Um, yeah, do the law of assumption. Thank you, Noah Goddard, and shout out to you too. Um, the law of assumption do work. You know, when we really meditate, close your eyes, and use all of our six senses to feel it out and make it true. Even write it all out. I never think it would. Personally, I never think it would come true, but it did. It took almost 6 months to a year, but it did happen. And yeah, it just it's really true when they say we don't get attached to it, it will come, and don't know the how, it will come. Same thing with reconnecting with an old first love of mine, even though she wasn't my first, but she was my first love. You know what I mean? I fell in love with her, first time falling in love. Um, but yeah, I didn't think we'll ever reconnect, and I guess it manifested her. You know, the opportunity to heal, close things out, but yet it opened doors to other things too that um, that need to heal, further heal. But yeah, I'm glad that the healing that I've gone through made it better, made it manageable. It's still painful, but bearable, but still tough. Mm. That's why I've been going on an emotional roller coaster with you. But I'm here to share with you that enough about me. I just want to promote the event that everybody glows. You know, well, people who are, feel like they're outcast, understood. You know, um, but the dogma and stigma, and things like that. I just don't want everybody to. I know I want to be the how you gonna say the doorway where people can find themselves, truly find themselves, see their own light. You know, I believe maybe my magic will be like the the darkness. I have a, I guess you could say, I have a little darkness with my magic. Darkness where you know where I become the doorway to where they can find themselves. But the journey to find themselves is not easy too. But I'll be the door. I'll be the guide. But allowing them to walk through it. To do the work. You know, but sometimes people, especially need kids, they need help to do the work or to be seen or whatever it is. That's where I feel like I may come into a system, whatever it may be. um, I like to help the vulnerable, the most vulnerable, because I was there. I want to be the person that I needed to be. So I being doing that for myself and my inner child healing, my past, present, and future self will be grateful for. So embodying that, I feel like I can do that for others too, and hopefully I can change the world. In that regard, through music and helping others see themselves, and that I'm just one of them. I'm just no different, you know, and share the passion of music. Yeah, sometimes because music is the only way I can not only heal but then escape reality, or try to shift the energies or transmit the energies within me of the sadness and the pain and depression, and trying to survive suicide. You know, that's what it is, guys. So I know not many people um, are here, but it's okay. Nobody's here. At least I'm showing up for myself, and at least I'm able to speak my truth and share my passions, even though it's nobody's here. But at least I'm here for myself, and I put it out there. So may my energies cause a ripple and cause a better change in the world. I hope my words will able to touch your heart and open it a little bit wider. So I'll talk to you later. See ya. And may peace be with you always. Bye. Oh yeah, the event link is in my description. Check it out. See ya. How do I turn this off? Did I do it? Yes, I did.